Hello everybody, it's Miss Michelle from West Caldwell Public Library and my faithful assistant Furby is here. He just ate a snack. I hope he stays with us today. How are you guys today? I just had a super fun story time on Zoom. You know that I like to tell you all about my Zoom story times. They're on Saturday at 10:30 in the morning and on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock. And my group today was awesome. I had 3 kids and we had such a good time. We read a story, we sang our listening song, we sang a different song. I shared with them a fun craft idea. And I thought, hey, let's keep doing this. Let's keep recording because we want to make sure that more friends join us over the next few weeks. We have such a good time. Furby would love to meet all of you. So I thought we'll do our story again for everybody on Facebook and YouTube. Are you ready for a story, everybody? You know my story time always involves singing, so we're gonna sing first. And we're gonna remember that we are, of course, very good listeners, right? And we don't just listen with our ears, we listen with our eyes by paying attention to the book, and our mouth by keeping quiet, and our hands by keeping still. Right? And we don't run around when we're listening to the story. We pay attention. We look at the cool pictures. So let's try it. Ready? Do you remember the song? Eyes are watching, ears are listening, lips are zipped, hands are still, feet are really quiet. They're here, I promise. You should really try it. Listen well. Listen well. Good job, everybody. Let's clap for each other. Now let's put on our listening ears. Make sure that they're on nice and tight because we're going to listen to our story now. Our story today is called It's a Pumpkin. Well, we know that, right? Look at that. We know that's a pumpkin, but the animals in today's story, they don't know that. How silly. It's a Pumpkin by Wendy McClure and illustrated by Kate Cronreef. I hope I said that right, Kate. Okay, let's check out this book. It's going to start a little funny. Are you ready? They found it in the middle of the road. Who's they? Tell me, who's that? That's a squirrel. And who's that? That's a mouse. They found it in the middle of the road. What is it? Oh, that's a good question. What is it? Field Mouse asked. It looks kind of familiar. I don't know, said Squirrel. It's a mystery. I'll tell you what it is, said Field Mouse. It's in the way. All right, we don't know what it is yet. They pushed it over so it could roll and roll and roll all the way to the possum's nap spot. Boink! Right there. Sorry, said Field Mouse. What is it? Possum asked. That's just what we were wondering, said Squirrel. Possum squinted at it. Then he sat on it. He said, it's a chair. Of course it's a chair, right, guys? That looks like a chair to you. They all tried it. Pretty comfy, said Possum. I disagree, said Squirrel. He didn't think it was comfy. I don't think it's a chair, said Field Mouse. Okay, not a chair. Of course it's not a chair, called the raccoon from her window. So what is it? Asked Possum. Is it for eating? Guessed Squirrel. Of course, Squirrel would say that. Squirrels love these things, right? Well, now that you mention it, said Raccoon, wait right there. Okay, they have an idea. A moment later, oh, Raccoon, she came back with a big plate of cookies. Get up from that chair, she told Possum. I thought you said it wasn't a chair, he said. Well, it's not, said Raccoon as she set the plate on top. See? It's a table. Okay, so they thought it was a chair, and now they think it's a table. A table, said Field Mouse. Are you sure? Please have some cookies, said Raccoon. I made way too many. Possum went to get cider. The rabbit family joined them, and then the woodchucks too, and the party started. Look at all the animals. That's a lot of animals there. This is fun, said Woodchuck, but you call that a table? Actually, said Squirrel, we don't know what it is. I know one thing we can do with it, said Woodchuck. Come on. Okay, let's see if they do something else with this big orange round thing. Woodchuck set it next to the door to his burrow. See, he said it makes a nice doorstop. It keeps the door open so the door doesn't close. That's pretty smart. They carried the cookies and the cider through the open door, and the party went on. How fun! The chipmunk stopped by, and even 3 chickadees. This is great, said Squirrel. We never have parties. Field Mouse was just pouring another cup of cider when the door went slam. Uh-oh. What happened to the door? I guess that thing isn't keeping it open anymore. Look at that skunk. Everyone turned to see Skunk standing there with a sly smile. Skunk, said Woodchuck, why did you move the doorstop? I happen to know, she said, that is not a doorstop. Oh, she knows what it is. No kidding, said Squirrel, but what is it? Well, I've seen it at people's houses, replied Skunk. This is interesting. It's a lamp. A lamp? A lamp? What? A lamp? Said everyone. I'll show you, she said. Who's got a knife and a big spoon? We'll need a candle. So they used their knife and their spoon and their candle to make a very nice lamp. I bet you've seen these. It had a jolly face and it flickered and it made them all want to dance spooky dances. How fun. The party went on, but are you sure it's a lamp? Field Mouse asked Skunk. What if someone, what do you think they're gonna do? Whoops, said Woodchuck. Remember, they're dancing. Knocks it over, finishes Field Mouse. There it is. Somebody broke the lamp. Well, the crowd looked at the broken mess. What is it now? Whispered Raccoon. Somebody has an idea. One of the rabbit twins sniffed at the pieces. I think it could be a pie, she said, like our grandmother used to make. Yes, said her brother, a big pie. We can make it. And everyone helped. So first it was a chair, and then it was a table, and then it held the door open as a doorstop. But then they carved it and they make it a lamp, and then they knock it over and they use the rest of it to make a pie. This is very smart, guys. Squirrel sighed after he finished his pie slice. Whatever it was tasty. Don't say was, said Chickadee. It's not all gone yet. What? She saved some stuff. He hopped over to a bowl that Skunk had filled with glop while carving the lamp. He picked some of the seeds out. Oh, I bet it would be delicious to roast those, said Raccoon. Let's do it, said Field Mouse. And they do, they roast them. That's the seeds. Wow. Now everyone can take some seeds home, said Woodchuck. How nice. The party was almost over. They helped clean up. The rabbits and Skunk did the dishes. Possum emptied the glop bowl outside, and then it was time to go. Okay, party's over, right? Let's see what they do with their seeds. Field Mouse ate her seeds all at once. Squirrel stashed his away and savored them slowly over the winter. Woodchuck slept all winter and saved his seeds for a snack when he woke up. Look at his bedside table. It's winter now, right? But along comes spring. By spring, everyone had forgotten about the party and about it, that big orange thing. They were busy doing other things, right? Then one morning, Possum was scurrying home to bed when he saw something behind Woodchuck's burrow. What is that? Huh. He called over Field Mouse and Squirrel. Look, he said, it's a plant? Some kind of plant. Everyone watched it all summer. It's a big plant, said Raccoon. Look, it's getting bigger. A few weeks later, Skunk said, wow, it's got a flower. And then look, called Woodchuck one day in September. It looks like maybe a watermelon? Oh, I don't know. I don't think so, said Chipmunk. It's too small. Well, it got bigger. It's getting bigger, said the rabbits. It's getting orange, said Chickadee. It looks very familiar, said Field Mouse. I know what it is, said Squirrel. What? Asked Possum. What is it? I think they remember this, right? It's time, answered Squirrel. It's time for a party. And he was right. It means it's time for the Halloween party when they see that pumpkin because they remember using it the previous year. How super fun. Wow, I really like learning about pumpkins, and I thought we would sing a song about pumpkins. I wish Furby was here to sing with me. I guess he's not interested. We're going to sing a song called Have You Ever Seen a Pumpkin? And when we ask, we're going to go like this. Ready? Have you ever seen a pumpkin, a pumpkin, a pumpkin? Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? That's the vine. It's like a string almost, right? Now we're going to talk about the different kinds. A round one, a tall one,
A fat one.
and a small one. Now, we're going to add that into our song. Let's start from the beginning. Ready? Let's ask the question. Have you ever seen a pumpkin, a pumpkin, a pumpkin? Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? A round one, a tall one. Show me a fat one.
A fat one.
A small one. Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? Good job, my friends. What an easy song you can sing at home. Now, over the next few weeks, I bet you're going to spot a lot of pumpkins around town, right? Maybe you have some at home. Maybe you have some in your garden that the squirrels love like me. I'm not a fan of those squirrels, those guys eating my pumpkins, but you're going to see a lot of them. So check it out. Will you see any round ones or tall ones or fat ones or small ones? I bet they're all orange. There's some out there that are some other funky colors, which is kind of cool. You know I like funky colors myself. So thanks for joining me today. What I always do is I post this video here on YouTube and here on Facebook, 2 places. And in the comments section, I'm going to add an idea for a craft, a super easy paper plate craft that you can make at home, even with paper if you want, just to make your own pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern. Super fun. And I'm also going to add there how you email me, and then you can get the Zoom code to join me live so we could read the stories together and sing together. Okay, I hope that sounds fun. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend doing some lovely things out in this nice weather today. And then I hope to see you maybe on Wednesday in Zoom or maybe on Saturday next week. Okay, thanks, my friends. Furby and I say bye.